California is recognized for 2 minutes.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. Mr. Chairman, I don't support the war on coal that's waged by some of my friends on the left, but I do support the war on waste, and I support this amendment based upon that fiscal imperative. Just a few weeks ago, so-called defense hawks demanded spending well in excess of budget caps because they said our defense spending had been stretched to the breaking point. In light of those warnings, I find it inexcusable that these scarce defense dollars would be so recklessly squandered to continue to fund a corrupt earmark from a disgraced and deceased Pennsylvania congressman that dates back more than 40 years. That earmark, as my friend has just said, requires that one and only one American Air Force base must purchase 9,000 tons of Pennsylvania anthracite coal a year at the grossly inflated price estimated to be about $20 million. That's about 80% more expensive than commonly used coal. And that doesn't include the cost of transporting this overpriced coal across the Atlantic Ocean and halfway across the European continent at a cost that's absorbed elsewhere in the Air Force budget. The excuse is, well, we'd otherwise be dependent on Putin, but that just doesn't hold water. No other U.S. military base in all of Europe is required to buy this coal, only Kaiserslautern. The Pentagon and successive presidents have consistently protested this waste, but these protests have fallen on deaf ears in Congress, even while we're told our defense spending has been cut to the bone. If we don't change the spending trajectory of this government, the Congressional Budget Office warns that in the next 10 years, just paying the interest on the national debt will greatly exceed our entire defense budget. That makes rooting out waste like this a national defense imperative. And I yield back.